I was not impressed. Feel the need to take a pregnancy test. Hello everybody, welcome to day 16 of BBBE. Today or yesterday was the beginning of a new week. It is my third week on this diet, and I want to share a few symptoms or updates that I've had that may or may not be related to this diet. So some things are, I think, directly related to me eating BBBE, and some things are not directly related, but I think they're being affected by me eating this way. I'll tell you what I mean in a second. Okay, so the first thing is the weight check. So I'm doing a weight check every week, and today being the third week, I did one today. And compared to last week, I was not impressed. I expected a little bit more, but it's fine. This is not the reason why I'm doing this challenge, but again, just unimpressive. All right, the symptoms. This is kind of what I really wanted to talk to you guys about. I am more emotional. I don't know why. If you've watched a few of my videos before, you know that I'm a breastfeeding mom, and hormones come with it. Being a woman, hormones come with it, right? Tons of hormones. And I think that the reason why I'm more emotional and just have all these weird symptoms, I'll explain in a little bit, is because of these hormone fluctuations. But I pumped breast milk my first time around, and with my first baby, and I don't remember ever having these types of emotions, ever. So I'm wondering if eating this way is, as I had mentioned in another video, like you kind of get rid of the noise in your body. You kind of narrow down your diet to such few things that you feel and you sense every little change, like a hormone fluctuation. The reason why I think this is because, and I didn't say anything until it was a long-lasting effect. It wasn't just like a quick thing. I'm like, ooh, that's BBBE. I really think that this is being affected by this diet. So 2 nights ago, all of a sudden, I just got super weepy at night. Freddie was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. We were going to bed. Everything was fine. I was feeling fine. And then all of a sudden, like just out of nowhere, just super weepy. And that was super weird. That's not normal for me. Then last night, I was nursing Sophia before bed. And as I'm nursing her, I start getting nauseous. Like right when I started nursing her. And immediately, I know that there's hormones being released into your bloodstream. There's oxytocin. You know, there's a rush of oxytocin when you get your let down and you're breastfeeding, and that can cause nausea, and it can also cause different emotions. So immediately I was like, that's what it is. But God, I had never felt it. I knew that it was possible, but I'd never, ever felt it. Never felt nauseous when nursing her, or sad or emotional in any way. So that was weird. It went away after an hour or so after I went to sleep, but it was strong enough, quick TMI, it was strong enough that it made me feel the need to take a pregnancy test. So I took one. It was negative, but yeah, that was a weird one. And then, so I let it go and I was like, that's weird. I didn't connect the weepiness from the night prior to that. But then again, this morning, I'm folding laundry, I think I was watching a vlog, like one of my favorite vloggers. She was just doing like, I don't know what she was doing. Maybe she was shopping or something. All of a sudden, I'm like getting emotional, weeping. So weird, like completely unwarranted, no freaking idea why, right? It had been like hours since I had nursed Sophia, like 1 or 2 hours. So it wasn't even, I don't know, okay. But what I'm saying is these symptoms, I think this diet is making me more sensitive to hormonal changes in my body. I don't think that it's changing my hormones. Maybe it is changing my hormones, I don't know. But I think that it's just making me more sensitive to those changes. Anyway, maybe it's a stretch. I don't know, I'm not an expert, but that's that. All right, so I wanna go back to the real reason, the biggest reason, not the real reason, they're all real reasons. The biggest reason why I'm doing this challenge is not only to continue to feel great, because I was doing keto and I felt great on it, but also because I have really, really strong cravings, sweets cravings at night. Even after a huge dinner, I just have these like cravings. And I think I made a breakthrough yesterday, legitimate breakthrough, because if you saw my vlog, you know what I had for dinner. It was a great dinner. I was super full. And then Freddie, like we were watching TV, and Freddie grabbed some fruit and yogurt, which is my favorite post-dinner snack because it's sweet. And then sometimes I would add a little bit of maple syrup or some monk fruit sweetener, but it has to be sweet, right? That's what I'm talking about. And I didn't even notice until he was like almost done. I'm like, you had that right in front of my face, because we were sitting right next to each other, and I didn't even notice. I didn't ask for a bite. I wasn't tempted. I didn't go grab more food, because sometimes that's happened before where if I'm tempted, I'll just go grab some more food, a butter bite or something to try and, I don't know, just help me with that temptation that I'm having. I didn't do any of that. So I'm making progress, I think. Anyway, thanks for hearing me out. I know this was blabby and chatty, but let's get on to some more food. Okay, I had a couple of eggs for lunch. That's all I've eaten since breakfast. And now it's time for dinner. I have this flank steak that I've been marinating for several hours. That creamy stuff is just bacon grease, and I put salt, pepper, and I also was reading online that to help tenderize it, flank steak needs some kind of citrus or vinegar, so I added a little bit of lime juice too. And let's see how it turns out. From what I've read online, it says that you have to cook this cut of meat on a high temperature for a short amount of time so that it's tender. So I got my pan smoking hot. I'm going to add a big chunk of butter. Okay, I got half of my flank steak.